So Valentina Mariano, she asks, why does no one in the raw food movement eat apples? Why are apples so out of sight on the raw food diet? Well, that's a really good question. You know, apples, they're great. I usually have some apples around at all times. I have some apples over there now, just a few. And I mean, here's the thing. If I can find apples that smell amazing, taste amazing, that are sweet and not sour, you don't want to eat acid, sour fruit, and you want your fruit to be sweet, obviously, so it's satisfying. If I can find those apples, if I'm in Norway during apple season, or if I'm, you know, somewhere close to where the apples are growing, if I can find that, I like apples. Definitely, they're part of my diet. However, if we are looking at the nutritional profile of an apple compared to something like papaya or a mango or banana, we can see that apples are less ideal in terms of meeting our nutritional needs. They're a bit low on certain nutrients that we need, as compared with tropical fruits, which generally just hit the spot really, really well. And this is no coincidence, of course. We are tropical animals, so we thrive on a diet of tropical fruit. Apples are temperate fruit, so they're not as ideal. I wouldn't, rely on apples for the majority of my calories. That would be, you would probably end up somewhat deficient in certain things. So it's better to focus on those tropical fruits, in my opinion. But having them as part of your diet, even as part of the year, even as a large part of your diet for part of the year, that's fine, no problem, if you enjoy that. But I would be wary of acid, unripe apples. I wouldn't really eat those. And there's also the challenge of calorie density, because apples tend to be quite low in calories per 100 grams, for example. Essentially, calories per bite, they're quite low in apples compared to something like bananas, which are fairly high, relatively speaking, in the world of fruit. So it might be difficult to sort of be fully satiated with apples, and it might be difficult to sort of get in all the calories you need and fuel your activities properly. So apples, go ahead, eat your apples if you want them, but don't rely on them as a major staple. I wouldn't do that. And so I just recommend eating them as snacks. Have an apple here and there, a couple of apples, or even a meal of apples when they're in season and they're really good, and you just want apples. Go ahead, have a meal of apples, but realize that that meal of apples will probably be quite low in calories, which means later in the day or earlier you will probably have to consider that and eat something quite more calorie dense in order to make up for the lack of calories in the apple meal. So generally it's a challenge with apples. There are a few challenges, nutritionally speaking, and in terms of satiation, but I definitely think that they have a role to play, and they're beautiful, and they smell amazing, and they taste amazing when they're really good. I love that crisp feeling. Not too crisp though, but just right. So that's all about apples. If you want to learn more about bananas, which should be your staple rather than apples, check out the Little Banana book. It's on our website, and it's all about why you should eat bananas as a staple, and how to ripen and store and buy bananas and all that sort of stuff. We also have a free e-booklet if you're just getting started on the raw food diet. We have a free e-booklet on our website called How to Get Started with the Raw Food Diet. Download that, and you'll also get onto our newsletter in that way. So I hope that cleared it up for you, Valentina. Thanks for your comment. And anyone else who has any questions about this, or any ideas or thoughts, feel free to comment down below on this video, and I'll see you around.